Please subscribe if you enjoy.
Multivitamins, the good stuff, the gummies. This is what y'all need to be taking. You need to be taking this stuff. Take your multivitamins, please. I have to take mines. You should take yours. No, I don't have a girlfriend. Anyways, these ones are really cute, but I got these ones that I'm gonna wear them. They got kisses on them, look. They got kisses on the nails. And it's like Valentine's, limited edition. Anyways, I got some other ones, but that's for something else. Anyways, these are multivitamin gummies. They are superfoods, which is what I'm supposed to be eating is the superfoods, because we're working on diet, well not technically not diet, eating healthy, and one of the things that was recommended for eating healthy is superfoods. So that's great that this has superfoods. For hair, nails, I needed that. Gluten, wheat, egg, peanut, dairy, and gelatin. Free from. That's what it's free from. But yeah, so I got multivitamins because you need them. They're gummies. You can chew them. They're healthy. So they look like this. Watch. They don't smell good, but hey, they taste good, and that's all that matters. Gummies. They smell a little weird, but that's because they're vitamins. So I just took 2 today, and I'll take 2 tomorrow. Here we go again with the DMs I did not ask for. Oh my god, I got some very interesting DMs I had to delete. I don't know what it is with these dudes. Just leave me alone. Please, it's creepy. It's not flattering. What makes men think that it's flattering to send unsoliciteds nobody asked for? Bro, I did not ask. This dude sent me... He sent me a picture with his shirt off and told me to rate him 1 from 10. This dude sent a picture with his shirt off and said, rate me 1 to 10. I was like, is this real life? This can't be real life. I'm embarrassed. He needs to drop this song already. They're not catfishes. Some of them have sent unsolicited videos. They sent videos of themselves, which I can't go into detail because obviously it's not appropriate. But why is it going in slow motion? There we go. Literally, they sent unsolicited photos. They sent unsolicited videos I did not ask for. They've asked for nudes. They said they would pay for nudes, which I don't do that. I got an email from someone once saying that he would fly me out. He would pay for my food, my hotel, everything to make OF content with him. Does it look like I do that type of work? I don't do that work. Let's be honest. I'd probably make more than half of these people if I did drop. Just so people would literally pay just to troll. I would, let me tell you something. I thought of something funny to prank people and take their money. It's crazy because people are like, I don't want to do that type of stuff. I don't want my stuff out there. The only person who is only allowed to see that is whoever I'm with. Otherwise, no. Why? I'm not shaming SW workers. It's just that for me personally, I would not do that. They can. They literally, I've seen, so this is another thing I want to address too, which is really creepy, that I've seen the AI pictures, which no one is literally addressing about me. Literally in bikinis, literally straight up nude AI photos, just me barely covered AI videos, and no one is literally talking about that. But whenever I post the slightest AI or something, all of a sudden everyone's up in arms and you posting AI. But someone literally made nasty AI photos of me in bikinis and all kinds of stuff and straight up nude stuff, and it's just like, I've seen that. It's not funny. What's funny about that? That's weird and creepy. No, and putting that image in people's heads, that's the thing. Putting that image in people's heads, knowing how crazy people are, right? People are crazy, and there are crazy men that are literally stalkers, some to the point where they see that you're putting that in their head, and then they're like, oh, it's just creepy. I've had stalkers before that were men, and having a stalker is not fun at all. I don't need any more. I've had stalkers on this app too. I don't need any more. I got one guy who was absolutely disgusting, and people thought it was funny to make that joke because he was in my DMs talking about, I like when you keep your pretty mouth open. Like, is that how you talk to women on an app? That's not the most disgusting thing I've heard from a man, but it's just, and it makes, and when people make the jokes, oh, you don't want to, you're single, ha ha ha, of course. Look at the men that we have as examples of who to date. Why would I want to date if I'm literally traumatized by men? I'm very traumatized. It's disgusting. Why would I want to date a man that says that? Or have you, and it's just like, these men are a horrible example. I knew when that guy came up to me, right, when I was literally at the bus stop and then just asking me these questions and then saying, do you want to go on a date to the movies? He did not want to go on a date to the movies. He just wanted to sleep with me. Because literally telling me that I looked like a girl he used to fuck is disgusting. You just walked up to a random stranger and literally told him that? Walked up to someone he didn't know and just felt comfortable to say that to me. Let me tell you something. Men be walking around literally. It's a thing about of men walking around having this idea they already envision sleeping with you, which is really disgusting. Like, this fantasy they already have in their head. Even just by one glance, one look, it's just creepy, and it has nothing to do with looks. They don't care. They just creeps. Men are creeps, and they're gonna always be creeps. All my life, I've encountered people like that. All my life, all men have approached me for sex, and it's just like, even when I was younger, I was like, what is going on? What has society come to? It's crazy. It really messes with someone's self-worth. It really messes with people's security sometimes. It is crazy. I've had to deal with that all of my life, especially when I was 10 and being sexualized. No one knows what that was like to have. I literally talked about this. There was a girl and a guy, and they were in their teenage years. They used to bully me all the time. And the last time I saw this kid was in middle school. But anyways. So him and this girl cornered me. I was like 10. And they start making, I already said this before this story. They started making very highly inappropriate jokes about my private area. You're older than me and you're talking about my private area to me, saying it was a forest and you could braid it. It was a jungle and then it was so long that you could braid it. First of all, you've never seen me nude, which is disgusting. I'm 10. And how old were they? Because they were in their teens and I was 10. And that's how you talk to a 10-year-old? And that wasn't even all of it, because it's slow motion. Today, the live stream is a little laggy. Anyways, and that wasn't even the half of it. I hung out with mostly guys because I had two friends that were girls and they really pretended to be my friend because, so there was this guy we liked, all three of us, and for some reason, every time he was home, they would pretend to be my friend. They started to get jealous because he liked me more than them. I didn't do anything, really. I was quiet. I didn't really say much anything, and I guess people like the quiet people, I guess. I don't know what it is about quiet people. So people one time told me when he was trying to, he was older than me too, oh my god. Well, at McDonald's I said this. He was like, you're quiet, but I like you. I don't know what it is about being quiet and the quiet ones. It's just like, whatever. So my friends were jealous. I don't know, people had just been jealous of me because it was funny. One time in elementary school, I blurted that I had a crush on someone, right? And this girl who had bullied me, she got so mad to the point where she's like, he's mine and you can't have. In middle school, this was just so funny. I was just like, whatever. If he was gonna date me, because I got bullied by everyone in middle school. I don't know, it was bad bullying to the point. Anyways, but I would hang out with my brother's friends, and because I was fully developed, if that makes sense. And then they started making inappropriate jokes and I got upset. I cried. I just got out of the car and I left. I didn't say anything to my parents. I just went home. And a lot of stuff happened when I was younger. So I went through a lot because I was almost, well, I don't know if it could be probably, well, I was almost essayed or essayed by an older man who was my friend's grandpa's brother. So, Grandpa, that should tell you how old he was. He was a really old creep that was drunk. And I went with them to take him home because I was like, I don't want to go home. Because at my grandma's house, we lived there, and there was really nothing to do unless I was playing with my friend. Otherwise, because I was in elementary school at the time, my grandma didn't have cable. She didn't have TV like that. She watched her novellas, that was it. But there really wasn't anything to do except sit at home and do nothing. We could go outside in the yard and play, but there was really nothing to play with or anything to do. So I was like, I really don't want to go home. So I went with them because they were dropping him off. And he starts petting me, being really creepy and saying, "You're really beautiful," and all of this stuff, and just really weird. Something that you shouldn't say to someone that is in elementary school. Like, it was just really creepy. So I went home and I told my mom, and she told the neighbor, and she was like, "He didn't do that. He would, like, I know people shouldn't, I'm not talking bad about the dead, God rest her soul. But I've been through a lot and especially now, it just doesn't make people feel good, man. And then to sit here and be like, not all men, but a lot of you men gotta speak up because it's creepy. Literally go from, I'm gonna make sure you get to the bus stop safe, and then become a creep is really weird. I couldn't even go see BTS without even encountering a creep. How do you walk up to someone and be like, let me make sure you get to the bus? I already knew because I was just like, I don't even know. It was crazy. I went to see BTS. This guy is walking towards me. I stayed up. I didn't go to sleep, guys, mind you, because I didn't want to miss this bus because I knew if I went to sleep, I would miss this bus. And I didn't want to climb up the bunk. So, anyways, I stayed up till 5, and I was in an area where I heard people screaming because it's like homeless people hang out there. But anyways, this guy walked up to me and he was like, "Let me make sure you get to the bus safe." And I was like, "Keep walking." He didn't keep walking. He stopped. I already knew. Then he asked me what I'm doing, and I explained that I was catching my bus home. And then he literally said, he was like, "So, do you ever think about sex?" And I was like, "No." What kind of a question is that? How do you go from walking someone safe to a bus stop to asking them that question? Then he said he was homeless. He's traveling state to state. He said he was going to go gamble, and then he left. And then he was like, "Do you have any kids? Do you ever think about sex?" And I was like, "What is it? How? I'm going to make sure you get home safe, but I'm also going to be a creep." Does that make... And I don't say anything, right? Because I don't have a good reaction. I'm a quiet person, so I'm not gonna tell you get away, go on, get. I'm just like quiet. I don't say anything, and even when I'm quiet, they still take that as a sign. What is going on? It's not a fantasy. That is disgusting. You were getting blocked for victim shaming. Why would I fantasize being with old creepy man, especially the creepy man that is obsessed with me on TikTok and needs to get a life and leave me alone? Randall, he's disgusting. Talking about, I want to know how you. And Randall, my name is not Sophia, it's Tophia. Get it right. Thank you. Calling me Sophia. Who is Sophia? Sophia, I want to know how you became so famous. I want to interview you. I do not want to interview with you, Crypt Keeper. Seriously. He's been obsessed with me for years, talking about you're a very beautiful girlfriend, guys. I do not. Sorry, the 20% battery came up. Now I'm gonna really have to charge this. But you literally telling me you're so beautiful. Or no, he said you're a very beautiful girl. And I was like, you're a pastor. And how old are you? Yeah, he called me Sophia. And one person told me he's deranged and don't go interview with him. And I said, I'm not. He is deranged. He's a lunatic. Instead, he literally talked about his ex and his son. I don't need nothing. My life is full. I don't need money. Well, technically, I do need stable income. But that's not what's most important. It's the people around me that love me. I do not have a girlfriend. Stop with stud chewing. That's gross. Blocked. Sorry of the angle. Why would I get rid of my curls? What do you mean, why does the person in my story always change? What are you talking about? I have more than one story, right? That's life. And what do you vape? I don't vape anything. I vape life. I'm just kidding. My teeth are not the same color as the lighting. Only this tooth. I just need to get my teeth cleaned. Oh my god. I do not have a girlfriend. This is why I need my tripod. And I don't want to buy one because I already have too many ring light tripods in storage. There we go. Somewhat works. Right? I don't even know. I keep dropping things. I have no room whatsoever. Who is listening to my conversation? Because, well, oh, this is why I don't like this. Because I wish I had my tripod. Ring light thing. I bought one and it got too lost in the car because everything got auctioned off, but I have one in storage. What good does that do anyone? And those cars go auction for cheap. The biohazard cars, cars, because my brother told me about those cars. There's an auction place online, and some of them were in floods and stuff, and then they fix it and resell it. But literally, I was just like, I would not buy a car someone died in. I can't bring myself to do that. Even if it is cheap, I can't do it. Well, well, I understand if they bought the car. I wasn't going to drive in it anyways. I literally said I couldn't do it. But they do auction off biohazard cars cheap. People have died in cars. People have been in floods in cars. It's a whole thing. Mario? Who's Mario? Help me, who is Mario? But yes, I know that is sad. It's literally a Hello Kitty blanket. But I'm trying to like. How old am I? I'm 31. Do you have? I don't miss any girlfriend I don't have. My biological dad is your dad. What? Who's your bio dad? Oh my god. Some of these people, I don't even know how you do it. No, I don't know how your mom did it. I'm sorry. Yes, I might want kids. My favorite skincare product is Noxzema. It's recommended by doctors. No joke. That's what they recommended to my dad, and my dad was like, here, try this, and my face was really clear. So, what if I just lean back? That's basically what was recommended to my dad. Well, my partner has all the money in the world to, it's not, okay, I don't want people to think like, she take my money, like the gold digger, whatever. It's not a gold digger. A soft life is literally someone who basically just does self-care and just looks nice all the time and takes trips everywhere, just basically takes care of themselves because they've always been in survival mode. It's for people that's always been in survival mode. Well, some of the time. That's always been in trauma, always been through some sort of whatever, and just want to be taken care of. That's it. That's all. Just take trips. Go everywhere. Just enjoy life. I have to read you the definition for you to, and a lot of women want this life. I want this life. A lifestyle focused intentionally on reducing stress, prioritizing mental health, comfort, and ease over the traditional hustle culture, consistent, strenuous work. So that means that you don't want to. I've been working hard on my life, whether or not people believe that or not. Even without a job, it's still stressful. I've worked hard and I don't want to. Rejecting burnout, setting boundaries, gained massive popularity on forums like TikTok and Instagram, popular particularly within Black women communities, advocating for a shift away from strong Black women trope, flexibility. Sorry, guys. I don't know, the green screen just does not want to work, but once it charges, I will put it back straight up. Practice self-care, be mindful of choices. Just a self-care life. Just taking care of yourself, your mental health, and your partner's the one that provides for everything. You don't have to work yourself too hard. But I see myself wanting to still make money and provide. So, on that note, what is that? Because it's technically not a soft life. I'm 31, so it's crazy. You're 31 and you. What am I supposed to do? Well, people just be playing too much. That's the issue. Stop playing. Oh, I don't know. My brain went somewhere else for a minute. Anyways, I'm just manifesting a love that's with this all. Don't fall in love with TikTokers. It's not worth your time. It's a waste of time. No, yes, I do speak from experience. Well, I didn't date TikTokers, but it never really went anywhere and it was a waste of time. Why act like you like me if you really didn't? Oh, I need to be like this with someone. Where are they at? Come on. I was just joking. Or maybe I'm not. Yes, oh Lord. But why is it you? It's not you. Hello? Some people are lonely, and I'm one of those people. How do you think? Never mind. I was gonna say. But no, I didn't. Never mind. We're not on that subject. How do you think you're born? Just honestly, what's my type? And guys, I really don't know. Someone who's respectful, someone who has values, someone who is funny. I like to laugh. I really do. Bro, I just need cuddles and kisses. Jeez, man, I'm really going through it, guys. I got some horrible news and it's been affecting me. I just am miserable. Well, I can't tell you because it's personal. It's not good news. It's really shitty news. And only a few people knows. I just am going through it. I need a hug. I don't know what I need. I feel really lonely. It's empty. Ever have an empty feeling? Or a lonely feeling empty? And I don't want to hear people say, no, I got someone. I don't care. I have someone too, but not really. I'm not dating anyone. I don't have anybody, but you know what I mean? Because like, there's people that are interested, but no, I'm not interested. I'm gonna put a not interested sign. Not good. She has struck the. Yes. Is it not obvious? I'm not talking about pictures that people took either, so don't take it as that. I'm not talking about pictures that someone's claiming that that person's my girlfriend. No, I'm not saying so. Alright. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to commit. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't make the decisions around here, bucko. It takes two to tango. I'm just kidding. It takes two people. If I would have made a decision, it would have already been done, happened. I'm not the person that has to agree. The other party does. So y'all ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, first of all, I'm not gonna say. And second of all, it's not the person that I took pictures with, by the way. And them, because you say her, but I'm gonna say them. That's not how that works. Just ask them out. Like I said, I'll make the decisions. It is not my, well, it is my choice because you choose, well, you can't choose who you like. Sometimes you can't help it. Give us some details. No, I cannot. People watch my page, so no. All you gotta know is, that's all you gotta know is what I said. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It has nothing to do with who I was seen with and photographed with. That's why it upsets me, because people putting that in people's heads and they better not. It's gonna, like, well, you want someone, but then you won't. I don't know. Just a little detail. You guys are nosy. You want to know everything. No. No. Like I said, it's not my decision. I don't have a girlfriend. That's all you need to know. That's truth. But that's one thing I can really tell you is that I'm not dating anyone. Despite what people makes those photos look like or whatever photos they took of me and that person, we're just friends. So that I can say truthfully that I'm not. But like I said, I do like someone else. So there's that. And I don't make the decision because it's not just only me, right? I could make the decision, but it's kind of cute. Ethnic. You want to know people's ethnicity so badly? I'm not telling you. No details, no nothing. You ain't gonna know. Who is not my girlfriend? That's who, and not a stud. Have you visited your mom? No, I can't wait. Who are we talking about? Bob the Builder. What interest do you guys share? A lot. I think, well, so I think we share interests. People just be wanting to This is funny. 21 questions. Oh my lord. I'm not saying nothing. You can't come for me. What? I can't tell you that. The internet will. How many people find out? I'm just. See, is this your. No, it is not my first love. That was probably in elementary school. So, definitely not, because I've liked people before. So, yeah, my first love, his name was Eric. So, he was into Harry Potter. How long have you been crushing? It's been a while. Since last year, I guess. You could say. I don't know. But yeah, since last year. No, I didn't go on dates. I never said I went on a date with anybody. Where'd you get that from? Where did you hear me say that I went on a date with anyone? I haven't even went on a date at all. Hey, I didn't go on a date with the girl that I'm always with. What are you talking about? That's not my girlfriend. We are friends. We can hang out if we want to because that's what friends do. But to be honest with you, I was gonna say y'all need to go tell them that we should go on a date, but I'm like, no, because you don't know who it is. So I was just gonna joke. Like, oh, I'll go on a date. Me, myself, and I. Are you the dominant one between you two? Dominant one? Like, let me take charge of everything? You wouldn't know. And I never really thought about it. You are a king. Well, I'm a queen, not a king, so I already said, so I'm glitching because it's not picking me up. I don't have a girlfriend. I already stated this. We're having a conversation. I'm not gonna answer if that person has a car or not. Like, that's kind of a little personal, and I'm not gonna answer that. Sorry. Does your mom know your crush? Can't confirm or deny. Oh, heck no. Well, you can guess the age, but I'm not gonna tell you. Obviously, if you're asking about the age and you ask over or under, that is a very stupid question to ask because obviously they are over. Common sense. Why would I date someone underage? Use your brain. 28. What was that? Did someone say 34? 31. Do you like about her? 43, 21. This is funny seeing the comments. Obviously, they're not 21. I will say that. Some people don't find people attractive. It depends on how you view things, but I think they are. For me, I think they are. They're like really a nice person. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other nice things to say. No, it's not. If it was, it's not the person that I've been hanging out with. Use common sense because people have said that they're good looking. So that is ruled out already. Obviously. So it is not that person. Who is he? Who are you referring to? I'm not gonna answer the question. If I'm being personal, but have you ever hung out with them? I can't answer that. There's a lot of questions I'm not gonna answer. Yeah, because people watch my stuff, I just gotta be careful what I say. I'm not telling anything. Please, his name is Ethan. Who is Ethan and what are you talking about? I'm not soft launching anyone. Just because the simple fact is people harass and I don't need people in my business. That meme. Well, like that with Jonah Hill. Like, no. People harass, people are in people's business. It just doesn't help. It ruins relationships. Especially, well, I'm not saying I'm in a relationship with this person by no means. But I don't need people harassing somebody. Going to their page. Well, they don't have a page, but I'm saying if I did like someone that had a page, going to their page and being like, she likes you, and saying all this stuff and harassing them is just not necessary. I don't drink Mountain Dew anymore. Not even Baja Blast. Except sometimes if we go to Burger King and I want a Baja Blast, I get one, but I don't drink that anymore. What is chopped to people, right? Because even people don't think that the beautiful people are attractive. People find Ian Somerhalder attractive. I don't, right? People find Robert Pattinson attractive. I don't. There's some people I don't understand. I'm gonna get off. I don't want to date whoever they're offering in the comments. Thank you. I already expressed that. Howdy, guys. I'm gonna go because I'm starting to get a little drowsy. I can't keep my eyes open. See you guys later.
Don't forget to subscribe for more videos.